Hiya guys, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, but you knew that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell button, and you'll get notified whenever I put a new video. At the moment we're in the middle of the Vulcan build, and that is coming on very nicely and in real time, near completion. So today is Sunday the 8th of August 2021. I've been to the IPMS Avon show in the Thornbury Sports Centre, and it was absolutely wonderful to get around modellers again, like-minded people, and see some beautiful built models as well. So met Stuart from the Gloucester IPMS, which was nice, and met a few other guys as well. A lot of guys came up to me and who'd bought resin and stuff and thanked me very much, and not a single complaint, so all is good. So one of the kits I bought today was this one. This is a brand new little kit from Airfix, the little 1/48 scale de Havilland Chipmunk. As I've mentioned in my little video where I've done a talk about the show, I grew up in Little Stoke, Winterbourne, Stoke Gifford, and I'm used to seeing these. Basically came back to this country when I was, what, 7 or something, and yeah, saw these basically flying around all the time. So yeah, it's a real sort of memory for me seeing these flying around. But you know, even though I saw them all the time, I can't remember what colours they were in. I think they were like silver with a couple of red flashes on them, front and back. But having to hold the box up at an angle, because if I put it down flat, well, hey, that's what you get. So so yeah, lovely little kit by the look of it. Had a very quick look last night for a review, just to see what it was like, because a few people suggested I should get this and build it, because it's a quick build and a great mojo builder. And I had a very quick look, hadn't really seen much about it, but all I could see, it was a new kit. The plastic looked okay, so I thought I'd get myself one. So what have we got here? The kit number is A4105, or A04105 should I say. It's a de Havilland Chipmunk T.10. Looks like we've got 4 different options here to go by. Flipping over the box here, we've got all our warnings and information here. I got this from Mr. Models, £19.95, as you can see on there. And then typical Airfix thing, they do it upside down. And there's the information. You've got all about the kit. There's the 4 different versions. We've got a T10 in the colours of number 2 Flying Training School, restored by Vintage Fabrics. This is in Saffron Walden, Essex. And then we've got B, which is a Chipmunk T10 WB549, first British chipmunk displayed at Farnborough, 1949. That's quite interesting. De Havilland Chipmunk, Royal Navy, Historic Flight, Royal Naval Air Station, Yeovilton, 2009. That'll be a nice one to do. And then we've got the Army Air Corps one, Army Aviation Centre, Middle Wallop, Hampshire, England, June 68. So that's if you want to go for your camouflage version. So yeah, we got all those there to be looking at. Obviously they're suggesting Humbrol paints and everything. I suggest not. Anyway, so I would rather use acrylics. I like enamels for weathering and everything, but they're too slow drying for me. So as you can see, I've just opened this. I haven't looked in the box at all, so we might get in here. It might be a box of frogs. I don't know. So here we can see we've got 1 bag of plastic. So everything is in 1 bag. And it looks like the clear parts are individually bagged in there, so that's cool. So we've just got 1 bag of sprues. We've got a set of instructions and what looks to be a lovely decal sheet. Now, it doesn't say on here. Most manufacturers make a massive fuss and put stickers everywhere to say if it's cartograph decals. Airfix, they generally put one, there you go, tiny little symbol there on the box there, and it says cartograph decals. So it's worth looking for, because certainly those Vulcan decals are lovely. So the ones, the bomb ones, they went round the bombs absolutely beautifully. So there's a bag of sprues there, and then we've got here a lovely little decal sheet and our instructions. So we'll get rid of all of this, leave that over there. So first we'll have a look at the decals, and as we can see, they are very nice indeed. We got the common ones across the top there, as you can see, and they look to be beautifully in register. The colours look very nice and vivid, but they're cartograph. They're going to be amazing. And we've got version A there, 585, version B, which is 549. We've got the Royal Navy one there, which is 608. And then finally we've got the Army one there, which is going to be in the camouflage. So I think I will probably be doing this one here, the Royal Navy one from Yeovilton 2009. So we shall see, which is not the one on the front of the box, but depends if that's silver aluminium. I think it's silver. But very nice indeed. Lovely set of decals. Beautiful. Get you close up, you can see the tiny stenciling and stuff there. Very nice indeed. So that's the decals. I'm going to put them back in the box so they don't get damaged. So we've got our instructions here, which modern Airfix instructions, to be fair, are bloody great. So nice big old book, so you're not going to, you know, squinting your eyes all the time. No sprue call outs I can see here. No sprue call outs. So we're starting off with the cockpit seat by the look of it, putting the padding in, moulded on seat belts, so no doubt Edar's going to come up with something for this, I guess. So we'll get seat belts and stuff. Telling us to drill some holes in here, and then we've got, it looks like bases for the seats, is that? Not sure what that is, but then we've got the control columns going in. Obviously it's a trainer, so we've got the two seats in there. It's telling us to paint the inside of the cockpit, and that's interesting. We've got decals to go in there, so that's really nice. I guess it's going to be a pretty open glass cockpit, as you can see, so you're going to see a lot in there. So this probably would benefit for some nice painting and detailing and weathering and stuff in the cockpit. No shoulder harnesses by the look of it, just lap belts. 1mm holes to be drilled in here, as we know I often forget that, but I won't forget it because in here they're putting it in with the building, not with something else, which is why I missed it on the Vulcan. But yeah, so we've got painting to do in here, 85, so it's going to be coal black in there. This is all black, this is all black, seat cushions black, and the belts are 126, and I don't know what colour 126 is. Where are my cards? They've gone. Somebody's stolen them. Tell us on the back one. 126 is going to be, I guess it's going to be something bright, I hope, because otherwise the cockpit's all black. 126, no, not telling us. So anyway, probably going to be a khaki brown or something. So anyway, that's all gone together, and we've got our decals going in there. And then going over the page, we're going to fit the cockpit into the fuselage half, fit in these control columns here, whatever they are. They're going to be flaps or landing gear. Oh no, landing gear doesn't retract, does it? It's going to be flaps, I should think. Little bulkhead going in the back there, and then putting the other fuselage half on. Then we've got, what's that, fuel tank? Looks like it might be a fuel tank, or it could be an exhaust, but it may be a fuel tank. And then that's all going together. We've got the bulkhead going in there, adding some bits and pieces on here. That's going to be supports if you're having the engine open. If building this model with the engine side open, yes, that's going to be the hinges. So if you're going to have the engine side up, if you want to build it with one up, one down, cut them in half and glue them in. Control panel, instrument panel going in there. So we've got rear and front. Duh. I couldn't think what that was about. Engine halves here, so we've got a nicely detailed engine. It ain't going to be no winglet wings, but it looks like it's nicely done. We'll see how the moulding looks in a minute. Adding the inlet, the exhaust manifold there, inlet manifold going on there. That's a nice touch. And then we've got a panel going on the side there, which is going to cover up all that lovely detail by the look of things. Then we've got the engine mount frames going in there, adding the engine into the front of the fuselage, adding the engine covers and adding the side covers, or having them open if you want to, or just put them on with some magnets or something if you want to, I guess. Depends how nice the engine is, I suppose. Then we're going to start with the main spar going in the wing, which is going to be a nice touch because the plastic's going to be like blue tack. And then we've got the wing going on, lower wing, and then we're adding the upper wing halves on. That's a nice way of doing it, and then you can concentrate on this join rather than getting this join all lovely and then putting it together and finding you've got a great big gap between the fuselage. Separate ailerons, which is a nice touch. We've got our tailplane there with separate elevators. We've got our rudder there going on separate, so we've got all separate control surfaces, which is a nice touch as well. And then going on here, we've got the landing gear going in, so you've got landing gear for flying and landing gear for on the ground. So they're going to have, because it's a trainer, it's going to get some hard landings, it's going to have a lot of suspension movement, so you're going to have noticeably different landing gear whether it's stood on there, weight on wheels or not. So it'd be interesting to see if we have got weight on wheels. So you're going to put your wheels on, put your tail wheel going in there, spinner prop going together, that's going to go on the front of there. I noticed that the engine has a spindle in it, so the prop will spin. And then we're going to add some little bits of pitot tubes and bits and pieces going in, and then adding the engine covers if you're having it open, just like that. And then adding the clear parts on. Hopefully these will be nice. And then we've got side windows here. Use part C27 as a jig to assemble the canopy in steps 50 to 52. So you've got a jig here, which is a nice touch. So you've got separate side panels there, and then you're adding this piece on the top, which is the rear, and then you're going to take the jig out. That's a nice little touch if it all works. And I guess with these you have the option of have them sliding and opening. We shall have to see. It seems there's no mention of it there. So here we've got our different options here. So, pilot figures going in if you want to use them, and then you've got your canopy going on. You can have it in the back position or in the forward position. So the sides, looks like the sides do open, but you've actually got the option of having the whole thing slid back or what. But it looks like the cockpit is quite basic, so maybe best have it shut if you're going for out of the box build. So this is the first one, number 2, Flying Training School. So this is going to be a red and white. This is the box art one. And then going over the page here, we've got option B, which is the first chipmunk displayed at Farnborough. So that's going to be silver paint rather than aluminium. So if you're scared of natural metal finish, then that's going to be good. Then we've got here, this is the one I will probably do. So we've got the lovely red flashes everywhere, and then the rest of it is silver paint. So that's good. Oh no, is that light aircraft grey or silver? Well done, Airfix, you've got the same colours there, so I guess you have to just do a bit of research, but I should imagine it's silver. And then over the page here we've got the one which has got the matte dark green and matte dark earth for the army, so you may want to do that one, but it'd be nice to have something a bit bright on the shelf for a change, wouldn't it, rather than have all that weathered green and brown stuff. So here we go. So we're into the bag now, so all the parts in one bag, which I wish you'd stop doing, Airfix, please. So I guess it's not such a problem with the smaller kits. So let's have a look at these clear parts first, because this is, in my opinion, where Airfix fall down. Let's have a look at these. So they look very nice indeed. Very clear. And for some reason here we've got 4 side panels, and there's only 2 mentioned in the instructions that I could see. So let's do the distortion test. And as you can see there is really no distortion. You're going to see that cockpit beautifully. You're going to get a bit of distortion on the windscreen and the rear cover because of the shape of them. You'd probably get distortion on the real thing, but very, very clear, very, very crystal clear parts. You can see they are very nice indeed, and they're not all sinking on the top either. I'd go as far as to say this is probably the best clear parts from Airfix I've ever seen. I mean, the Vulcan's nice, but it's a tiny part in comparison to these. That is lovely. So we've got bulge side windows here, and then here we've got some framing or something going on, and on this one we've got nothing, it's just plain. So that's the difference in those. Really, really nice. Well done, Airfix. Lovely. So let's have a look at the kit. I can see rivet detail. It ain't often you see rivet detail on an Airfix kit. Right, so we'll start here with the wings. So it is the soft plastic, but it does look to be pretty sharply moulded. There's no flash or anything, and we've got raised rivet detail. Wow, actual raised rivet detail, and then we've got the stretched skin on the fabric areas here. Really, really nice. You just got to hope you get a really nice fitting leading edge, because you don't want to have to be putting those rivets back in. It's not so bad putting the drilled rivets back in, but when they're raised, have a look at that. The detail on there is, if I can catch it in the light, you can see those rivets there. Really, really nice. Very nice indeed. You've got the lower wings there with the panels and stuff on them. Got the belly there. Again, we've got drilled, we've got recessed rivets there, raised rivets, recessed panel lines. So, very nice indeed. You can see the detail there. If I put it in shadow, that's the best way to see it in shadow, isn't it? There we go. We can see the leading edge in shadow. I'm still learning with this camera, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to show you the rivets. Yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed. Very cleanly moulded. So here we've got the actual main fuselage halves, we've got the tail plane, 2 pilot figures, spinner, back of the spinner. Can't remember what that is. That's the engine covers there. Is that the under the engine? I think that's the under engine cover. And then this is that jig, I think, for doing the canopy. Oh no, this is the upper engine cover, and then you've got your instrument cowling there. We've got that's the elevators by the look of things, is it? No, that's the bottom half of the tailplane, sorry. So again, we've got raised detail on here. Wow! Oh my god, I've never seen riveting this fine from Airfix. This is going to be, I'm going to struggle to show you this. There is very, very fine raised rivet detail on here. Come on camera, focus, focus, focus. Stay in focus. I can't show you. I can't get in there to show you it, but it is. There you go, you can see it in the shadow now. The camera's focusing on what's above it, that's the trouble. Very, very nice indeed. And then we've got all the detail on the inside there of the cockpit. But we've got more raised rivet detail around the base of the fin there, you can see, which is really nice. Lovely. Pilot figures are nothing to write home about. They are something from the 1960s. I mean, look how softly moulded they are. They're bloody awful. 48 scale, they're terrible. The Lancaster's 1975 48 scale pilots are better than that. Right, and here we've got some greebly parts. So we've got our rudder here, prop, main spar, cockpit floor, which is beautifully done. This is the elevators by the look of things, and they are single piece, so no halves to go together. That's nice. Engine frames there, engine halves. I'll show you all this close up in a second. Front of the engine cowling. That's part of the interior. That's the seats, isn't it? There. We've got the seat bases there, bulkhead, and they are. And we've got the undercarriage legs here. So we've got extended and shortened, as you can see there. So these are longer than those, obviously. But really, really nice. Let's bring you in. Let's see if I can get you in closer. There, that floor. You see the cockpit floor is all ribbed and everything. Beautifully done. And we've got our rudder there. That's got no detail on it because we've got two different rudders there by the look of it. Yeah, one's got a chopped off corner in the back and one hasn't. So they're a single piece as well. So you've got no control surface halves to glue together. You've got the engine there. You can see the engine detail on there, which is very nice. Very detailed bulkhead. Engine supporting frames. And there you can see your four undercarriage legs. Obviously this one here is longer than this one here. Instrument panels. They've got all sorts of detail on them there. I can catch it in the light. There you go. Very nicely done. I think is that a fuel tank and exhaust? I don't know. We've got the tail wheel. There's that jig for building up the canopy on. It's beautifully done. There's no ejector pin marks where you wouldn't want to see them. We've got some circles on the back of these elevators, but I'm guessing there should be there. They look nothing like ejector pin marks, and because they all look exactly the same. Got a fault in the moulding there. Look on that wheel. On the back side you can see we've got I don't know if that's a mismold or if it's supposed to be there. In fact, look at it now, it looks like it's supposed to be there, sorry. But yeah, very, very nice indeed. The only letdown of this kit, I would say, are those bloody pilot figures. They're awful. Now that I've zoomed in, I wonder if I can get that rivet detail. You can see it now. It is stunning. Very, very nice indeed. These model manufacturers, they can't win, because if they do raise riveting, everybody says, oh yeah, but what if I got to sand it and I'm going to sand it all off and I can't replicate it again? So that's one side of it, but then the real aircraft has got raised riveting. So they give us kits with recessed riveting, like the Lancaster or Spitfires and stuff like that, but it should have raised riveting, you know, so, or no riveting at all. But this, I like the look of this. I'm guessing this would have some exposed rivets on it. I'll have to do some research. They may be a little bit too proud, maybe we take them down a little bit, but when we put a wash on there and then wipe them off, they're going to look lovely. But and I'm guessing this back here would be Zeus fasteners and stuff, I'm thinking. But no, all in all, a beautiful, beautiful kit. I mean, that detail on there is superb. You can see the riveting on there now. Really, really nice. And then we've got the upper wings with the raised rivets on there. So there we go, guys. Not sure if I like this grey background, to be honest. But that's a review of this kit. This is the brand new DH Chipmunk T.10 from Airfix. Kit number A04105. And it retails at about £20. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. As I say, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.